Hi everybody, welcome to the first episode of GNews Update here on Grimace TV. I'm your host Grimace, and we're going to be bringing you stories from around the world that affect the LGBT community. So every week you're going to get a new news update from me about some of the stories that are going on around the world. Let's take a look at our first story. Alright, so Pride Toronto has gone ahead and reversed their earlier decision to ban the phrase Israeli Apartheid from the Pride celebrations in Toronto. This has upset many people in the Jewish community and actually caused some of the councillors and Jewish leaders to go to City Council and ask them to reverse and take away the funding from Pride Toronto, which is about $250,000. The reason they reversed it in the first place is because there was a lot of controversy about free speech and the right to be able to voice your opinions at Pride. Many felt that banning a phrase from the celebrations was in fact going against free speech. So they reversed the decision. I guess Pride Toronto is in a sticky situation because if they do it one way they're going to upset a lot of people, and if they do it the other way they're going to upset a lot of other people. So I don't know what decision they should make. This past week, gay and lesbian protesters took to the streets of Toronto to protest for better gay, lesbian, transgendered, and women rights around the world. They wanted to make their voices heard to the leaders of the G8 and G20 delegations, and hopefully they got across that message, although I don't think that the leaders even watch the coverage of what's going on outside. They're doing their own thing on the inside. So good for them. We got to make our voices heard at every opportunity that we can, and that was a perfect opportunity. Just hopefully you guys didn't smash any windows. All right, in another news, a BC bed and breakfast has closed its doors after refusing to allow a gay couple to spend the night. The Christian bed and breakfast decided to close its doors after receiving many harassing phone calls and protesters and whatnot. I guess it's a case of what goes around comes around. You harass, you get harassed, I guess. Anyway, the case is in front of the Human Rights Tribunal, and we'll have to see how that plays out. I'll be updating you guys on what happens in the future. And in a similar story, a gay couple in Yellowknife was left homeless for 10 days after they had signed a lease for their apartment, and then the landlord found out they weren't friends, they were actually a gay couple, so he wouldn't let them move into the place. He stated that he feared the wrath of God. Well, now he's got to deal with the landlord tenancy board, so it's going to act a little faster than the wrath of God. But anyway, that's been some of the stories we have for you here this week. We're going to work on getting more stories in the future. If you have any stories that you would like us to cover that you've seen around the world or on the net or on the wire, wherever you've seen them, and you would like others to hear the story, please send them in, post them in the comments below. I burped a little. I don't think you ever see, whatever, any news people do that, but anyway, I burped. Yeah, if you have any suggestions or anything, post them in the comments below or on my Google moderator on my channel's page, which I'll post right here in an annotation. All right, so it's been great, and we'll see you all next week.